Okay, so we left off on we're on Turtles and Geometry. We left off in step 7 with an interesting puzzle. We saw that to make a complete pattern with right circle, left circle, we just needed 18 steps, even though we're going turns of 10 degrees each, so for a total of turn of 180. And you can see that the total turning is 180 because the turtle starts facing directly north and ends up facing directly south, which you'll see when he finishes up here. Okay, so he's done, he's 180 from where he started. We've done repeated 18, 10, and then we saw that we needed to do 27 right square, left squares to make to complete the pattern for that. So what's going on here? Well, let's start with looking at left circle, right circle business. So when you do a left circle, right circle, so that's what we're repeating in here each time, right? You create one of these guys, and the way to think about this is if you drew like a rectangle around these two circles, that was just exactly around these two circles, the turtle would be right smack in the middle of that. Okay, so when you're turning it, you're turning that rectangle around so that when you get halfway around, you think of it, when you get halfway around, that rectangle is going to be right on top of itself. So you're ending up, once you get halfway around, you end up just drawing on top of yourself over and over again. With this right square, left square business, let's type in right square, left square. So notice the turtle here is in the middle. Like I said, if we had this rectangle right here, the turtle would be in the middle. If we clear this out and do right square, left square, we're at the bottom of that rectangle. Okay? So this rectangle has to turn. So this is the rectangle that has to turn. And another way to think about it is actually what we're doing is turning two squares, right? That's another way to think about it. So if we did, let's go back to our square pattern here. Oh, one thing we're going to have to fix is, remember we renamed square to right square, so it's not going to know how to square anymore because we changed the name of that function. So if we tried typing in square pattern right now, we would say, I don't know how to square in square pattern because we renamed that word. Square is not a known word anymore. So we should probably call that right square. And I'll copy that. I like to copy and paste a lot because that helps me avoid spelling things wrong. So now if I say square pattern, yeah, it makes my nice square pattern. So this one we kind of thought we needed to do 360 degrees, right? What if we did a square pattern that's kind of more like this? What if we just repeat 27 times? Just do the right square. And go right 10. What happens? Yeah, we don't complete the pattern, do we? So you can see we've gone 270 degrees because we started out facing this way and then we went 90, 180, 270. So we're 270 degrees from where we started, but we definitely have not finished the pattern. So if we're just drawing the right square, we're not going to finish the pattern. But let's think about that. What if we let's see, I'm gonna get my turtle to face directly up here for a second. So I'm going to set, there's a built-in word called set H for set heading. And I'm going to set my heading to 0, so I'm facing straight up. So now let's think about this for a second. So just doing the right square, we didn't go all the way around, right? We didn't complete the pattern. We went 270 degrees without completing the pattern. What if we did our left square? What happens when we draw our left square? So let's draw a left square like that. Okay, so remember, so see, we drew our square going this way, didn't we? And then let's go right 10 again and do another left square. So see what's happening? Every time we go right 10 and do a left square, we're filling in this portion here. So if you can imagine where our square was, where our rectangle was, that we were drawing with the two squares, it's drawing it like it's this left part is being, or this part that we needed to complete the pattern is being filled in by left square. And right 10, left square again, RT10, left square again, RT10, left square. Okay, so and then RT10, left square, RT10, left square, and RT10, left square. So really, let's RT10 left square. Let's just get us all 90 degrees. Okay, so really, by the time you've gone 90 degrees, you've filled in all of these with your left square. You've filled in all of these missing pieces of the pattern. So that way, that's why you only need to go, if you do right square, left square, and repeat that 27 times, you only need to do it 27, because actually by the time you've gone 90 degrees, your left square has filled in this piece of the pattern that needs to be filled in. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, it means if you do, let's clear the graphics. If you do this, repeat 27, left square, right square, left square, right 10, you're basically doing the same thing as if you said repeat 36, right square, right 10. It's exactly the same pattern. Okay, it's just that this one with the left square is kind of filling these extra sides. Okay, so it's kind of fun to just, play around with these ideas and try to figure out what's happening with these. And it might take a little more goofing around with it. You can try playing around like I do with different numbers for repeat and different numbers for RT and see what happens. But it's definitely worth playing around with. It gives you a good feel for how to navigate the turtle, and even later on when you start doing, if you decide to do games where the turtle's bouncing off a wall or something like that, it really helps thinking about the geometry of this stuff. Okay, so then next time we'll pick back up with the with our step 7 stuff.